guys, it's 6:30 a.m. and super excited about our 2-day vlog where I collaborate with Out of System today from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. and then tomorrow we have our mini round robin tournament where we combine forces between the tall ones and elevate yourself tomorrow night at City Beach, Fremont. I'm gonna get ready to eat some breakfast so I have some energy to shoot some film, and I'm gonna get reps with them so we can build a connection with Joe and Gage. So let me show you what I'm gonna eat for breakfast today. So we have some leftover onigiri, which is like a Japanese rice ball-ish type structure with some salmon inside. Now this was in the refrigerator, so one thing I like to do with leftover rice, sometimes I like to put it in the air fryer to make it crispy, but also when rice stays in the fridge, it tends to get hard. So about 5 minutes probably. And then we got a choice of leftover protein and fats. Duck, Chinese roast duck specifically, and we got some brisket. Man, look at all that fat. I'm not gonna eat all that fat, but some fat's good. If you guys have been following my Instagram, I've been enjoying these low carb or no carb breakfasts to help me stay lean. But if I'm playing volleyball that morning or preparing for a physical activity, I like to have some carbs in my system to give me some energy. So make sure if you're going to compete, make sure you have your carbs, fats, and proteins as a great way to fuel your workouts. All right, let's check on the onigiri. How crispy are the edges? Okay. Rice is nice and soft. Ooh, might go just a little bit longer.
A few moments later.
All right, so that should be ready. Hear that sizzle. I like to put a little fiber in my breakfast so I don't get constipated. Of course, gotta have my homemade Hong Kong milk tea. First, you start with the super strong brewed black milk tea. This is like a combination of 3 black teas here. Put some evaporated milk. Usually I brew it fresh, but when I make a big batch, it's just more convenient to microwave it the next morning. Then while it's still nice and hot, take some condensed milk and you use this as a sweetener. The trick is to not get on the edges. And then you let it melt and stir it in. Cabbage is so good. A little toasted on the outside and soft on the inside actually. And the duck, still good. I love leftovers. And the milk tea, very refreshing. About to prepare my favorite hydration formula. I've been liking this even way better than Gatorade. Put some water in the bottle. For here, I do 1.5 scoops. Get your magnesium, sodium, and your potassium. If you're interested in trying your own hydration formula, make sure you use my discount code and link below to get 15% off your order of upper echelon nutrition supplements. Now, heading to Pacific Rim Volleyball Academy. Listening to a podcast from Volleyball Source. Shout out to Rob St. Clair, one of the best volleyball casters in the world. All right, we got the Out of System wagon with Gage here.
Fire up, baby.
That's right. Look at that full merch, man. Make sure you guys get this before it runs out. Almost always selling out, right?
Always selling out. We're almost out of merch here. You should, get it.
And I'm vlogging the vlogger there. There's Faye. Legendary at the legendary club Pac Rim. If you're in the Bay Area, make sure you check it out. One of the best clubs in East Bay.
Yeah, you see the low roof. Having this low roof contributed a lot to our playing style a lot of times. Where you'll always see quick, fast. At that time until then, it was all very quick, fast passes. Nothing was high.
Yeah.
Out of system was more medium system.
We got the serving machine. We got the 20,000 camera setup here. So We're gonna meet up for 4 hours today, like we said in the morning. And the first video we're gonna do is gonna be my collab video. The last one we did like a pro setter teaches coach how to set. So Joe did a great job kind of giving me some tips on setting last time, and just as a fun way to teach volleyball in a different light for setting. So we're gonna do the same thing today where pro libero teaches coach how to pass. So he's gonna give me some tips on my passing feedback. One, I'm always down to learn new things, but also as a way to teach people how to pass through the drills that he's gonna show me. If you want to elevate your experience, consider joining our channel memberships to enjoy exclusive members-only perks like loyalty badges, priority reply to comments, early access to my videos, and more. It's also a great way to directly support this channel so I can keep making great videos for you guys. So thank you for your consideration. Nice. Good swings.
Let's go, baby. Come on. Come on, man.
Nice, Joe.
The key is, thank you. The key is the day before, it can't be too good.
Yeah.
You gotta get
Save some in the tank. I'm also really good at not being too good, so that's my specialty. Look how much I'm sweating. Man, Gage hit like 20,000 balls in a row. I got gassed after my 6-1.
Well,
so.
here's the thing. I practiced 9 months. I'd say those swings right there were saved for 9 months.
There you go.
9 months for what? 12 balls? Not bad.
They don't even let you do hitting lines?
I do one hit, like for a match. I do the first
okay.
hit. I set the tone. I bounce the crap out of it.
There you go.
At least in my mind, I do. And then the big boys swing.
Okay.
You know, so they let the little kids eat, and then the big boys.
The kids first.
Yeah.
All right, now we're gonna shoot the podcast. Can't wait for this episode to come out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and check it out. Getting ready for the podcast here. We got a professional photographer whispering sweet things in the mic right there. And this is all the work right there. A lot of work into a podcast, thanks to this man here.
Yeah, it's making it portable is a whole animal. We have a Pelican case pretty much just for our podcast setup. So
That's awesome. And they're very generous to give me the king's chair, the dad chair here. That was such a fun podcast. Make sure you check out the full episode on the Out of System YouTube channel. But really love chatting volleyball, life, and business with the Worsley brothers. Now I got to get some lunch. Look at this. It's a beautiful day. And if you're ever in Fremont, highly recommend to Afghanan, one of the best Afghan kebab places. If you like kebabs, Afghan kebabs are one of the best. Man, that lunch was so good. So lucky to have one of the best Afghan restaurants, I would say, outside of Afghanistan. Let me know if you think of a better Afghan restaurant, but I love Afghan kebabs. Now we're at IT. I think it's called IT. Whoops. Called T-Top. One of my favorite places locally if you're in the Fremont, Newark area. Left-handed. First try. Cold and refreshing. Hot day. Just got back from the gym, trained a couple clients, and going to wind down, but just want to share my reflections before I do a little work and go to sleep. It was really great to see Joe engage again and just talk volleyball, and I just really appreciate they're just such solid people and also really fun at the same time. I think the funniest part of the podcast was when Gage said a lot of people, when they meet him for the first time, they say, "You're not as big of a dick as I thought you were," or something like that, where they thought he was going to be some type of douchebag because he acts all crazy in his reels, even though he's a really nice guy. So don't worry, Gage, I got you. He's actually a really, really nice guy. Just has a really fun side. It was great to get some reps with Joe and Gage, and of course Joe is an amazing setter. It just took like 5 or 10 minutes for him to find my window, and it was good to get that connection out because we want to do well tomorrow during our scrimmage, and we don't want to spend the first game trying to figure out. I mean, him and Gage already have an amazing connection. You can see how Gage is able to approach full force with every single set, and Joe just knows exactly the rhythm and the location. For me, I needed a little bit different type of set, kind of loopier and slower. I'm not as athletic or dynamic and don't have a huge vertical, and I like it a little loopier so it can die in, just so one, my reach is not that high, but also gives me a little bit more time to see the block and tool it, which is my specialty. I'm a little nervous about tomorrow. It's going to be just our first time hosting some type of round robin scrimmage. We want to do well, but win or lose, we know it's going to be a fun time, and I don't know how many fans are going to show up. We just posted it on the weekend, and so only gave people a couple days a heads up. But yeah, I had a really fun day just hanging out with the Out of System guys and talking volleyball, and really enjoy being on their podcast. So we'll see how it goes tomorrow.